switch to Unity first. Good. All right, so let's play this bad boy. Play it. There we go. All right, so right now I'm in the one. Now you can see there's some weird stuff going on, and that's intentionally. I'm just tracking my gaze here so that you can see the hexes in the room. I made it so that you can just turn all of this off. And right now when I say you, I don't mean you, the viewer, I mean you, the client. But you can see like, let's just paint a little area there. And you can kind of see the wall in behind it. But now you can see I'm following them as they shut off. So they do stop turning after they go. If you look away from them for about a couple seconds, and you can see you can turn all the way around here. The whole room is coated in these. The seams are a little weird, but those can be pretty easily adjusted. You just have to sort of tweak things in the editor. So, and by default, you're not going to want to have all this gaze stuff, I would imagine. Though it is pretty fun to watch. Neat way of tracking your visual cursor. See if I can make a big A over here. There we go. That is weird. Okay. Ouch, I just banged my knee. Good. All right, so that's the basic thing. So there's two scenes in the thing. I've got the one with gaze recognition, which is what I'm in right now. I've got the main one, which when you turn it on, you'll see it isn't recognizing my gaze. That's all turned off. It's just a room with some hexes in it. And for the hexes, you'll see here I have a hex generator. So that's just a little blank thing. If I duplicate that, and we'll just call this one sample. Hex. Now I've created a couple of things here, so if you see, if I move this over here, let's just move this one out of the way. So this will generate a wall of hexes. So if I increase the grid spacing, so for example 0.1, that'll be like 10 times the spacing between the grids, and then let's make it like a 5 by 5 grid. Now and that'll just generate it outside of the scene here. So you'll see that creates a wall of hexes. So that way you can kind of create your own walls however you want, however you see fit. So you see if I rotate this whole thing, right? So if you want to make ceilings or whatever, you can see I'll just copy that guy here. We'll copy the component, and then we'll unplay it, and we'll paste the component values back in. Now you'll see if I then duplicate that hex again, and I move this one down a bit and change the rotation back to 0, maybe move it back here a bit, so you'll see now I have two different, if we go back out here, you'll see we have two different walls of hexes. You can then move this one and align it with those so that they snap together. And there's a couple ways to do this, and actually this is probably a better way, is to have it like that. So just move it up a bit here, maybe down a bit. Can I nudge? There we go. That's actually a better seam than the one I had before. So yeah, you can see you can actually generate your own walls there. So now again, Once you've put it in the place that you want it, you copy component, you unpause it, and you paste the component values up here, and you'll see now whenever I run it, those walls will generate in the proper place. So basically, you create one of these hex generators, create the distance, X and Y, and that's really, that's the X and Y size more than the distance, and then change the spacing. So for example, if you wanted super huge spacing, you could go like 2. Right now, I don't have anything that controls the scale of the hexes, but you can do that by going into the prefabs. And I think if you change the scale of the hex here, let's just try that. So if we go 2, 2, 2, I think by default, yeah, so you can see they're all much bigger now. And yeah. So change the size of the prefab and it'll change the size of the thing. Good.